In this video, we'll learn some InDesign basics. Let's start with a quick orientation of the InDesign workspace. If you've never used InDesign before, the workspace can look overwhelming, but you can customize and simplify it as much as you want. We'll discuss that in more depth in the Setting Up Your Workspace tutorial. Up here, we have an option bar. These options will change depending on which tool you're using. Over here, we have a toolbar with all your tools, and here we have some windows with the options we'll be using most often. If you can't find the tool or action you need, look for it up here under the relevant tab. For example, if I'm looking to create a bulleted list, I would come to Type, I'd come down here and I'd find bulleted and numbered lists. Now let's review the tools you'll be using most often. You'll really only need to use the Selection tool, or the black arrow, to click into the text boxes and image placeholders that the templates have provided you. But if you ever need another tool, you can just hover over the icon and it will tell you what it does. For example, if I hover here, it tells me it's a pen tool. Some other tools you might use are the Type tool, the Line tool, and the Rectangle tool. Next, let's talk about hotkeys. Hotkeys are the keyboard shortcuts for tools. They're much quicker and easier than finding and mousing all the way over to the tool you need. I'll go through a few of the most helpful hotkeys here. If you're interested in learning more, you can find a hotkeys cheat sheet on the internet and keep it handy until you've memorized them. E selects the Selection tool, T selects the Type tool, and you'll notice that anytime you mouse over a tool, it gives you the hotkey shortcut right next to it. W toggles your guides on and off. Command Option Y toggles your text threads on and off. Command I runs spell check. Command G groups objects together, while Command Shift G ungroups objects. Command L locks objects, while Command Option L unlocks objects. And lastly, Escape exits objects. So you'll always need to exit a text box before you can use a hotkey. For example, if I'm inside of this text box and I try to hit the W hotkey to toggle my guides, it will just keep typing W. First, I have to hit Escape to exit the text box, then I can hit W to toggle my guides. Lastly, the most helpful hotkey is the Hand tool. You'll definitely want to remember this one. You can use Command plus and Command minus to zoom in and out, and then you can hold down the space bar to move around. When you're ready to zoom back out, you can hit Command 0 to return to a one-page view. Now you're ready to start working with InDesign.